Okay guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be tackling the Call of Duty Die Rise Easter egg, Dr. Maxis side of it all. Also, tile locations. A couple things I did want to note before we start. I do have translation for everything Dr. Maxis says throughout the Easter egg process. Or progress, whichever you prefer. Also, I have the audio and footage of everything except for, I think, footage for one audio selection. Going back into the theater mode for the actual zombies on the Xbox, a couple of the audio were glitched out and I couldn't get them at the right times, but I did get the audio, however. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, step one is to activate the Chinese symbols on top of the elevators. From the spawn, go straight out the door, and it'll be on top of the quick revive elevator. Normally, this is always the quick revive elevator. I don't think I've ever seen it change. Second, going from the spawn, again, go straight out the door past mine, and you can either go down the escalator or jump down the side like I do. Go around this corner, and the elevator that my buddy Ruger drops down will have the symbol on top of the actual elevator. Don't pay no attention to the floating zombie. Third, from the roof, going down the elevator shaft to use the come up from the power room on top of that actual elevator where my buddy Tone is, you will see the symbol. The last symbol, elevator symbol that you need to find is from the roof, go down the ramp, and it'll be the elevator straight at the bottom of the ramp. On this one, I am the one standing on the elevator. There is no order to this, you just have to step on them all together.
The alignment has begun. You are on the right path. Please, continue.
Alright, now for the Chinese symbols on the floor. The first one is right outside the spawn where Ruger is. The second one will be above the AK-74U next to the blue tarp. That's the one I step on. And then the third one will be in the food court, which you will see Schmine step on here in a second. And then the fourth one is on the roof, right next to the tower. You'll see my buddy Tone. He'll run across that while he's running around the zombie. Remember, there's an order to the floor symbols. It is all trial and error. Now let's hear what Dr. Maxis has to say.
Yes, the energy fields are changing, transforming, flowing. You are on the right path.
Step 3 is to snipe the 2 black orbs out of the dragon's mouth.
You must look for objects of steel. With the appropriate weapon, their energy fields can be manipulated. It is working! The sphere has relocated. Now, one more must be found.
After he says it was relocated, you need to snipe the second black orb. Note, it does not matter which order you snipe the black orbs in. After you shoot it, Maxis will say,
The energy within the spheres is in flux. Fear not, you will lead them into corpse. Now, find the enlightened one. A blood sacrifice alone is not enough.
now, step number 4, make the blood sacrifice. Go straight down the elevator shaft and head towards the Buddha room, which is on the way to power. Basically, what you need to do in here is fight off endless waves of zombies until Dr. Maxis tells you that is enough. There has been enough blood and you need to find the enlightenment. You also might take note a little bit in some footage ahead of time that me and my buddies are sitting up in a corner while one person's running a train down below. Mainly because not everyone had Jug at the time. So we used the trample seams to kind of help protect us a little bit. It was just a way to improvise beforehand. But anyway, let's hear what Dr. Maxis has to say when he wants you to start off.
Yes, keep going. More blood.
Where they once stood, they now merely stand.
Quick note, you will need to pack a punch of ballistic knife for the next step. But when you pack a punch of ballistic knife, Maxis will say something.
The regenerative powers of that device are vital to our success. Ensure you do not lose it.
This is Ruger's point of view when he pack-a-punched the ballistic knife and what he had heard.
Don't that beat all? Ha! It
better had.
Ensure you do not lose it.
Dr. Maxis will say reincarnation will reveal the way forward when you are done killing zombies. Now, in our game, we took the safe path and just downed Russman, but we had Abigail Ruger use the Kraus defibrillator and it worked.
Ah, yes. You see, the energy of their broken souls has been released.
Get low on ammo!
The energy fields remain in flux. Matter must be transformed before it can be contained. The spire must be energized with fire and light. Create a field with which to bind it.
Why aren't there any ammo when you need it?
Alright, in a moment I will show you exactly what the Dr. Maxis dragon should look like after you do the blood sacrifice. If done correctly, you should see at least 4 streamers of fireworks coming off it. That's what it should look like. On step 6, which is to fling the orbs, you need to place down 4 trample steams on the line symbols. Facing the tower, it does not matter which order you do them in as long as the trample steams are facing the correct tower. On a side note, once you place down the trample steam, if you can pick it back up, you did it wrong. Once you place it down and it doesn't allow you to pick it up, you did it correct.
You must keep going. The spire awaits energy.
Second symbol is located at the bottom of the escalator from the spawn. Now, when you set down 3 out of the 4 trample steams, Maxis will say something to let you know you did it.
The orientation is optimal. Continue at speed.
Next symbol location is on the roof next to the 2 elevators. Sometimes it takes a few tries before you can get it correct.
It must be flanked by fire
The last line symbol location is in the spawn. When you put down the 4th piece, the only indication you get is if it tells you that you can place the ball. You will have no option to pick up your trample steam. That's when it's correct. But say something should happen, the only way to get rid of it is use a Semtex to blow it up. The next part is to fling the orbs at the same time. Ruger and me were in the spawn building with the orbs, and we counted to 3 and then placed the ball on the trample steams. Now, I'm not sure if it has to be at the same time or not, but that's what we did. And if everything is done correctly, Dr. Maxis will give you a nice little quote about what to do last, what is next, and what you need to do.
Slayer King, we are near our goal. Charge in hand. Listen. The spire be ours.
What Dr. Maxis meant like that, form a stand with charge in hand, he means the knuckles. You need to go buy the knuckles for 6,000 points. If everything from the flingers was done correctly, you should see the orbs bouncing back and forth from flinger A to flinger B, and flinger C to flinger D. If you don't see this, and the orbs reset, then you need to redo that step over again. Something's wrong. Now for the tile locations. In the spawn room, on the corner of the lobby desk will be the first tile. For our game, it was green east. Every game, the tiles change location. Sometimes they might be in the same place, but not always. It's randomized each game. Next tile, starting from the spawn room, go out the door and hang a left. Then hang a right. Drop down the broken stairwell, and the tile, if there, will be on the 4th step going up. Note, it is a broken step. This is another tile location. For us, it was blue 4. If it's not there, move on to the next tile location. Next possible tile location is outside the spawn room door, past the elevator, and is sitting at the bottom of the escalator on the floor. Note, closest to the wall. In our game, it was behind Ruger on the floor, and it was blue south. For us, now remember the tile locations change, so it might not be the same for you. Next, starting from the food court kitchen, head down the slide to the upside down house and make a right. It will be on the left-hand side when you walk into the hallway, and the tile will be sitting on the couch cushion. This is another possible tile location. For us, it was red too. Also, there is an elevator shaft at the end of the hallway. Now, heading down the big hole in the floor, make a right, kind of like a U-shaped right. And then into the elevator shaft. Now, I'm not sure if the tile is on the platform next to the knuckles, or the next level down under the red awning, in the corner closest to the edge. It could be one of two locations, I guess. From the bottom of the elevator shaft, walk down the hallway and make a right. Go around this turn and head into the Buddha room. Walk up the broken support beam is the next possible tile location. It will be on the floor on the right-hand side in the corner of the floor. Also, the teddy bear is a good key symbol to remember. Starting from the last possible tile location, head towards the AK-74U, jump across, and walk through the bottom doorway. Now keep straight and follow the hallway around the corner, and at the end of the hallway, go left through the door. The next possible tile location will be on the shelf standing up, sitting next to the red crate. In our game, it was green 1. This tile location can be tricky to find sometimes in this maze of a floor. Just remember to follow the hallway and you'll be fine. Starting from the Buddha room again, but this time jump across to the upper floor of the building and head into the power room and hang a right immediately. It will be on the bottom left-hand side of the table. For us, it wasn't here, but this is an easy location to find because it's in the power room. Just remember to hang a right when you walk through the power room door. Okay, the next tile location is located on the roof down the ramp. And make a right and go straight down the hallway into that kitchen. The tile will be sitting on the edge of the counter right next to the water boiler. In our game, it was black 3. This one is another easy one to find. Just gotta remember some key words like down ramp, right hallway, kitchen counter. Next tile location is on the roof. Go up the ramp and down the side, jump off the ledge, and head into this building. If the tile is in there, it will be sitting on the edge of the chair in the corner of the room. In our game, it was there and it was red west. There also is a box location in this room. Note, outside this room is where we place the trample steam when we fling the orbs. Alright, now the last tile location is up the ramp next to Schmine, sitting on the railing of the tower. This one never changes place or direction. The only thing that does change about this is the color. I'm 99% sure that this tile is always north. The reason is to help you with the direction of the tower poles, which is used for the next step. In this game, it was black north. This is the last tile location, and now you're ready to figure out the next step. Each tile is either a direction or a number. In our game, we had green east 1, red west 2, black north 3, and blue south 4. The colors are used to match up the tiles. Now on step 7, you have to melee the tower poles in the correct order. The direction of the tower poles is based off of the tiles you found. For example, this pole with the tile next to it is north, this one is east, this one is south, and the last one is west. Now using the number tiles and the direction tiles and color coding is how you figure out which pole to hit first. For example, in our game, black north matched up with black 3. So the north pole would be hit third. There are 7 tiles in the game, and 6 is only really needed, but 7 is reassuring. You only get one chance to get the combination correct each round. If failed, you will have to try it again next.
I appreciate the recognition.
If done correct, you should hear a sound like you just heard. That is the signal to know that you did it correct. If you don't hear that sound, try again next round. If you guess without the tiles, there's a 1 in 24 chance to get it correct. Now, I'll show you again, but this time from a distance. Smine hits the east pole first, then the west pole, then the north pole, and last the south pole. Now remember, it is not necessarily going to be the same combination every time. Also, if done correct, you will get 6 perks as reward.
I appreciate the recognition.
The perks come from the Dr. Maxis Dragon, as a form of fireballs. Each character gets hit by 1. Use this as another sign if you did it correct. This Easter egg is a tad bit longer than Richthofen's, but if you're a fan of Maxis, you'll go through it all. The trouble for it anyway. I have a good feeling that this is going to depend on who you pick in the last map pack, sort of like the campaign with Changing the Future. It's exciting to think about what's going to happen. I know I'm excited. Are we going to see the original characters? Maybe. Maybe not. But what is shown is that it should be a fun ride, filled with challenges and mystery. I can't wait. I really can't. I know it's going to be exciting. with what they have in plan. I'm hoping it's going to be really cool. I'm actually betting money on that it's going to be really good. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the Easter egg. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Stay tuned for more Easter egg uploads, secrets, and much, much more. My challenge is going to be booming in the next upcoming weeks, so keep it here, guys. The moment I know something, you will. Peace!